want to go? You want here or you want there? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be, bud? I said, Mom, I'm going to my girl, Mom. Here, you need my help? Go on. Good girl. Good boy. Good girl. Good boy. Come on, let him up. Good boy. You stay right there? Ma, have you ever heard of an AIP diet? No. Or I guess it's more of a food protocol. People are funny, aren't they? Oh, good boy. Gotta be careful with him. He's getting loose in his rear end. Looser. When we moved here, he was paralyzed 3 days. I had to carry him outside and help him express. Then he started walking slowly. It's just, you know. He came from a puppy mill, a lot of breeding. So he's just, you know, it's just they make people unhealthy. They're making human beings unhealthy right now. So many people are freaking sick. Young people, kids, old people. Look, that's when I went to. That was the hotel from the hotel room. My, you know, because it's like, it looks like it's the olden days, huh? Yeah. Looks like it's like Egyptian times. This guy, I don't remember his name. He was a crew chief. He reminds me of this dude that's on this show that I've been watching in the morning while you're waking up. Sweet Tooth. It's about hybrids. This is me. When I was fighting a war, but it looks like I'm on vacation, but I was a part of killing a whole lot of people, and because you sit in Crete and then you launch your planes, drop bombs is the coward's way. Sorry for my service. So if you think that your family and your loved ones that are off fighting war, this is what fighting war really looks like: drinking beers by the pool, co-chilling poolside. That's what war is. Then you're in a, we become the hazard, so it's a hazardous free zone. Tax free, all the perks and bonuses from being in the killing club. It's so lame. I didn't think I was ever going to be in a war. I just wanted to go to college. I just wanted that GI Bill because I knew that's what I'd need to get a decent enough job to be competitive enough to get a job, because I knew Mom was going to be with me. So funny how life turns out. Anyway, hi, my name's Marge. I'm a Hayoke empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. So the picture of that dude on the thumbnail, that's the Puke that took my plants. And if he didn't do it physically, it's the men that work for him on his construction crew. Yeah, that's him. That's the guy. He stole from me. He took my 3 plants that I make butter with the flowers, and then I give them to people for free. I don't charge anybody. I did Here's a good night's sleep on me. Here's a little bliss out session on your pal Marge. Because so many people just feel so shitty on planet Earth, and they make people feel better. Because it helps with pain, inflammation. It helps people that don't have appetites, that are sick, helps them eat. Tell me what's wrong with you, and I can infuse healing frequencies with my RIF machine. And I can program it and put in all the ailments that you have, and I can put those frequencies into the butter and then cook with the butter. This stuff works, man. It's the new earth. So, it's how things always were, but it was just buried up by control freaks and people that thought that, they would rather profit. So, yeah, Jose Juan Salinas. He owns JJS Construction here in Ranchos de Taos. And his house His office is right out of his house, which is right over. I'm not going to say his address, but if people want to look it up. Boop! There it is! Right there! I wonder if you could see my plants from Google Earth. I mean, that's like one of the worst things you can do. That's like one of the biggest scumbag things because he had the means. And I gave that motherfucker cookies, too. And I told, he knew. And he still stole from me. And the thing of it is his karma is gonna be so. He's gonna have a. I don't want to be people like him, because fucking that's like those are the people that get fucking struck by lightning and freaking like weird shit happens because you're such a shit stain on the fabric of society that you deserve something a little extra special to differentiate you from all of the other shit stains. He was on my roof doing stuff that they had done before. They were scoping out the place. They saw my plants. It was so easy. Like it was planned out. What happened to Luna? Did Luna just jump off the bed? Oh, she just came down the stairs. Where you going, Tuck? Everybody's all swirly. Tomorrow's the new moon. The eclipse. There's an eclipse. I just don't like any. I'm just so over all this energy stuff. She needed a break. You were coming after her and she's not in the mood. Good boy, Tuck. You're so cute. Tuck-a-muck-a-luck-a-buck. So, yeah, he had the means. He had, all he had to do is pull up right next along to the fence, walk up, take a boom, 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 grab his, okay, you grab that side, I got this, throw it in the back of the truck and take off. I mean, it was quick. So, yeah, it's the dude, because he's mad at he was the maintenance man here, see, but he did a job, but he didn't complete the job. And so, but he felt, if you look at the guy, I mean, he looks like a drunk. He looks like he's totally, like, he's void of spirit. That's how people can do stuff like that. Look in those eyes. He's a scared little tiny bitch. I mean, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Like, there's nothing in there. There is no kindness. There is no generosity. There is wicked. There is butt stuff. There's perversion. Just a gross fucking dude, man. A fucking thief. Thieves are the worst. Worst. Puke. Scum the earth. People want Salinas. I've been to Salinas in California. It's a shithole, man. It's a shithole. So, of course, people with the same name as places that are shitholes, they're gonna be a shithole too. Blah, shithole, motherfucker, bitch. I don't gotta do nothing because he's gonna get his. I'm going all over town. This guy's a thief. He's a thief. He don't do work. He gets paid to do work that he didn't finish. And then he goes after people that aren't even related to his beef. He's mad at the landlord, so he's going to take it out on a fucking single female that's taking care of her mom? Should I get a gun? Should I get a gun? Is it worth people dying for over fucking plants? But it's a matter of fucking bitch, you are in my house. You are in my yard. You gonna take from me? And it's everything I can do not to call this motherfucker, not to go to his house, knock on his door, and all of the emotional control that I have. But I'm going to put his fucking name out there, and people are going to pass him by one day and be like, you're the fucking dick that took that chick's plants. And he's forever going to be looking over his shoulder because he's going to be like, how do they know? Because scumbags are fucking predictable. They're a dime a dozen. And I've been surrounded by them my whole life. whole life, everywhere. Scumbags. Look at our government. Look at how our government's run. United States of America is supposed to be the biggest, most powerful country in the world. No, it's the greediest. It's the most perverse. It's actually, it's full of a lot of really disgusting fucking people. And maybe one day I'll be able to escape from Corp USA. Right now, it's where I live. And this place has made me disgusted for a long time. Remember Katrina? Remember Katrina? I remember Katrina. And I remember how I was like, why aren't they going in and like, where's the aid? Like, we're the military. How come we're not doing anything? How come we're not getting the order? Why are we not doing? I don't understand. This is so weird. Are we here to help our American people? Like, what is happening? Like, they're like, shut up, Marge. I'm like, no, this doesn't make any sense. And then Haiti happened. And all the aid that was rushed in, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, this country is a lie. Oh, it's all about this country is run by people like my brother. And people like my brother, he would throw me under the bus. People, he watched me when I was 2 years old. He was 5. The neighbor kids did weird stuff to me. And he watched. It was on an old school bus. It was in Morro Bay, Ma. And you were over at those friends' house, and those kids were weird, and they did weird things to me. And my brother watched, and then I told, and then he was like, nah, and he stuck up for the fucking predators, because he's a predator. Because attracts ask Diddy. Except for look at all the people that are coming out. 120 people are suing his ass. See, all these people that are big and bad, they're so tough. They got money, so they pay people, and people have no soul, and they'd rather take money because that's how you sell your soul, is to take money over fucking, humane things. That's it. It's it. That's all you got to do. So now people are seeing that, and all the grossness of the administration of that bald freaking scumbag fired chief that, no, you're not going to come in and impede in my operation. In the comments, everybody's in alignment. That man is all ego. Ego is easing God out. He is not allowing people to help. That is ego. That is easing God out. And that guy, he ain't going to be able to show his face any place. He can't be the fire marshal or whoever the fuck he is anymore. See, because decorum is about to go out the window, and in those places it already has, because it already fucking smells bad. See? And these people are every day are going to have to be reminded. And the smell is the people of their community in which they have lived and loved and thrived and built their lives for decades, and now it's all washed away. Nobody on planet Earth is safe from themselves, from all of the things that they've done. Now, that kind of sounds like it was a little too loosely related to the last topic, but I know that. So I'm gonna stop. Period. In that paragraph, in chapter, and start a new chapter. Of that conversation, because I was going someplace. I know that girl. There is a woman out there, Ma, that are saying that people deserve all the bad things that happen to them, and that's not what I'm saying. I don't want anything bad to happen. Of course, nobody wants anything bad to happen to anybody, right? I don't even the scumbag that took my plants. I don't wish ill will upon him at all. I understand that when people are negligent and they only care about themselves, Source works through us. More people that I have never met, people that I have never met have helped me more than people I've known for 20 plus years. That are my friends. You know what I mean? People can say things, but actions speak much much, much louder than words. People forget that a lot. Often. I try to keep my actions in line with my words. I try so hard. I did get to go out today and go walk around, and like I got to go lay in the park on the grass. And I did it for about a half hour. Right? Then I got to frickin' just like, connect. Disconnect. Because I stay home a lot, and that ain't easy for a mind like me. It's not easy for brains like me. Huh. Weird. The KBPS went from like 0. It's popping everywhere. Now it's back down. That's weird. What's going on? There it's back down again. Anyway, so yeah, that dude, like, you can't keep people from helping, like, threatening to, like, what kind of piece of shit is gonna be the arresting officer that was just why didn't they arrest the fireman? Like, where's because it's all ego, see, because we're not, they don't get that like, whatever you're doing to collect a paycheck, your direct deposit ain't gonna hit. Okay, so are you going to be a part of your community, or are you going to be a part of the system? Because we're heading up on a big versus. And so what are elections going to be like? Kids aren't even going to school right now. Like, mail's not being delivered. Like, planet Earth has stopped to a substantial percentage of the population of the USA in our southern states, and most people, they have no fucking idea. They don't even care. It ain't gonna impact their lives at all until something happens and then their life is impacted. And that's how it's going to be for the next several years, is whole planet Earth. Everybody gets their chance to ride. Everybody gets to be impacted. And somehow, nobody gets like a smooth ride all the time. It doesn't matter how much money you have. As you can see, like, we see millionaires imploding and freaking doing stupid shit just because they can, because they have all the money in the world, and they choose to do dumb things, and it literally costs them their lives. So people are going to either learn to value life more or just keep pissing away like they do. Been hearing a lot of things. I listened to a conversation with this woman that's in Boone. And Boone is where this guy I've been tracking since he and his buddy, his parents, were stuck on a hill. So he and his buddy said, fuck it, let's drive down. We got to go help them. So they took off. They were like one of the first to take off and like dodge authorities or whatever, just because you gotta just, I think about what I've been through just like in an energetic, like stress situation since 2017 when I moved to Oregon, or actually 2020. Actually, we don't even have to count 17. We can just go back to 2020, 4 years ago, and we moved 3 times since, and I'm by myself. You know what I mean? And just to take care of my mom. How many times did I feel like the flood waters were rising and I couldn't fucking breathe and there was nobody out there to fucking save me, and then God sent some freaking earth angel in to make things better, to alleviate the stress. And, my whole life it's been like that, seconds and inches. And so when I'm around in the world, I can feel when somebody's feeling seconds and inches, and it's just like, well, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? Like, what is it? Most people, they just need like money. Like that's all I needed is money, and then I could arrange everything else. But I had no money, and then someone said, "Okay, I know how hard you work. I see, and I see you're also circling the drain. I see you're also like you're losing that spark in your eye, and I don't want you to do that. So here's some money. And then I was like, everything's okay. And then there's been times here in between there and now that what that's what life is. Life, whether it's a literal or figurative, if you care about other people on planet Earth more than just yourself, you will quickly understand that no system is in place to help you support and taking care of that one that you love. It's only support the system that pays people to make all the beep 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 and all the we care, and with all the equipment and all this stuff, like I'm about to go to there's someone in the community that I'm going to talk about more here coming up, and I've talked about them before in passing. I'm going to see if I can, because I got too many good ideas. I just can't talk to these. I'm going to fucking cuss these fucking little shit stains out. So I don't have the emotional control to not chew these people out. And I don't know how to reason with them. And so I have to meet other people that I can stay level-headed and then like maybe I can convey my ideas with them, and then they can help, because I need help, because I'm just like, you're a fucking idiot, this is what you should be doing, and people turn off, you can't do that. And I do that. I do what people aren't supposed to do all the time, because somebody has a rule that says no, you can't say it. It's like they're all the snooty kids on the playground that nobody it's like kids would play with them, and they're always making up new rules and changing it, and doing like my brother did, like that threw me under the bus. I have weird shit happen to me, and that motherfucker, like, because that's what they do, and he's a big important lawyer for the state of California. Doesn't give me a whole lot of faith in lawyers, like any of them. But doesn't mean that I'm going to think that all lawyers are all the same, because I get, every time I meet a lawyer, I'm like, maybe this guy is, or woman, or maybe this lawyer will be the exception. Maybe this one, because I've been the exception in so many different circumstances that I'm looking for other people that are willing to be exceptions out there. Every day I'm doing shit that people don't do. People don't do that. People should do that. Why don't people do that? Because they're selfish and greedy? People could. So, I didn't get to see my buddy today. She at the grocery store. I just had to go. I forgot the onion buns, hamburger buns. I got things, because I go in and I get overstimulated, and because I went in too late to be early, I'd rather go in around 7 a.m. And before the town even wakes up. That's when I like it, when nobody else is around. That's when fucking Taos is cool. When people aren't in it. And I'm not biased, I don't care. Local freaking, Torons, it's a people thing. And ain't a freaking, it's people. People make themselves suck. And very unpleasant for me to want to be around them. Yep, they do. They're just not even fun to be around no more. So it was nice to go to the park and lay in the grass. And there's one construction worker, like, right in front of me. I'm like, why do they do this? They do this shit right in front of me. Like, why? Why do they... Like, I'm just gonna... So this is the guy. This is Taos. This is why it takes years for, like, a mile of road, this stretch. I've lived here for 4 years. They're not done. And they worked on it 2 years before it. So 7 years. And, because look at this dude. Like, just kicking back. Just chilling. Not a care. They're just like, nah. Feet up. Like, that ain't pro, dude. That ain't pro. That ain't a professional. That's like, that's just like, I can do whatever I want. I have no regard. This is not my equipment. Just slackers. Oh, and this is the guy waiting, going, Well, maybe he'll get off the phone and finish what he's doing. That's Taos. You know what the Taos hum is? Born and raised, I swear. I bet there's a Shasta Lake hum. I bet there's a fucking... Yeah, isn't that funny? That is so funny. Like, this dude's waiting for homeboy to just fucking... Because I... Thank you for the content. And what time was it? That was at 1:36 today. This was a cool flower. Mom, look at this flower. I meant to show you all these pictures earlier. Not pretty? I gotta go get a haircut tomorrow. Look, see Tucker in your chair this morning, Minnie here, and you were sleeping, and Luna was right there. I'm gonna order a new phone soon. You getting up, Tuck? Hold on. You need help? Don't wait, Mom. You can't push on him. There, he's getting it. What else? Oh, a bunch of people had died, famous people that had really good lives. Like all these people that are so famous and so wonderful because they read lines off a page and then acted like somebody different. And so people are like, wow, you're a wonderful human being. Well, they're all dying. One of them was the dad on, what do you call it? Good Times. They killed him off on the show. He died in real life today.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am. Mom, remember then when we bought food with those? Remember that?
Yep.
We get me and Mom and my brother every month would get $55. And I have a letter in there that Dr. Gill wrote. He was my doctor. He's the one that said I was allergic to milk and hypoglycemic and stuff. And he said, and he wrote a note. I got a note. I literally have a note from my doctor asking for the state of California for extra money so Mom could buy me fruits and vegetables because I couldn't eat all the processed food. This was back in the 70s, 80s, my early 80s, mind you, okay? So that's how long I've been reading labels. If it had sugar, I couldn't eat it, Marge. Oh, and I was a rule follower, until I couldn't stand it, and I'd just go get a bag of freaking Reese's peanut butter cups and hide on the roof, eat the whole thing until I make myself sick. It took a lot for me to learn how to balance my shit out. I still have hard days. So, they gave an extra $10. Like, see, our government has never been for us, and I've seen. Like, it's weird to me how much evidence I've seen. And then being a part of the United States Air Force and seeing it on that level, that's what I was like, this fucking country is so gross. How come there's not talk more, like, all these people, all these veterans own, and then they, be proud to be a vet. Dude, we're bullies, man. We're bullies, and then we pay each other, like, $588 trillion is the budget. And I think about all the people that were wiped off planet Earth in the last, and are going to be continued. See, because people don't get that after a disaster like this, that shit trickles out. People are going to get sick. There's, like, dysentery. It's all the bugs, like, rot, So people don't get that because, and so many people are just going on living their best lives, you know, with their Go Big Red and their football games and their this bullshit and their that concert and their this movie and their that. Well, they just don't care enough about the people that are suffering, so they will be made they're gonna know what it feels like. You're on planet Earth, everybody gets a chance to freaking go out in a flood. Ours was Atlantis, huh, Ma? You have knowings because you've lived this shit before. And when you see it happen again, because astrology predicts these patterns. All the astrologers have been talking about these colossal water events. It's just a matter of where. Because the when is now. Oh, there it is. Here's what the energy says. This is where it's playing out. Energy forecast. There's a young man, I think his name's Ethan or something like that he saved lives. And he's 18 years old, 19 years old. These, like, 13,000 people have been following this kid since he was in elementary school. And he's just, and he saved lives. They listen to him. Those are the kids. See, but how many adults aren't going to let this kid, don't give him a big voice because he's right. And they don't want a kid to be right because then maybe the child will be worth more than the man most every day. But yeah, he saved lives. He came across my FYP today. I was like, right on, kid. You know? So, thanks to this kid, freaking, I told my parents, no, you gotta go based on what this kid said he did, and then now they're okay. But their property ain't, and they wouldn't have been. So, yeah. So I keep looking for all the really cool shit. All the good stories and stuff. But, it is bumper cars out there. I keep telling people that. It used to be where people didn't want to break their shit, so they were gonna be careful with it. But now, this guy's psycho. He's lost his shit. He's just fucking they're just ramming each other in the middle of the This is New Earth. This is Chicago. Tow truck drivers clash. So it's two tow truck drivers. So that's Lego my ego. There is no restraint. People don't have emotional control. I was telling the neighbor guy today, I don't see him but every couple months, and the climate change, and we were just kind of just catching up, and I told him, I said, I'm confident it's that dude, the old maintenance man that took my plants, and he, because he's mad about their fucking beef with the landlords, with the owners. And because I got a message the other day from the landlady saying that if you see him on the property, just call the cops. The cops are worthless. They won't do anything. I will. And every time I leave, I put up the camera. So I just don't leave it up all the time, because fuck it, whatever. I don't get attached to stuff. If somebody wants to play bumper cars, I got the bourbon. I'll be sad. I love her, but I'm not gonna freaking, and I'll do whatever I can and not, even dumb, people are just disconnected in their brains. They don't know physics. They think, oh, I'm mad at you, I'm gonna hit you with my car, but they're made to just especially this new shit. They don't. That's why I drive an old ass car. My car is 30 years old, 31 years old. Yep, 1993, year after I graduated high school, man. I don't want nothing new. I don't want any computer on my car. I don't want anything to regulate nothing. I don't want nothing, nobody to be able to disable my stuff with a freaking flip of a button, nothing like that. New stuff ain't right stuff. So, things that I heard when I listened to this lady talk today. That a lot of these people, okay. Oh, no, this is what I was talking with my earth angel today. Because I've been watching that show. Oh, I don't give a crap. Sweet Tooth. So, when I watch, this is who that guy looks like in my picture. That's who he reminds me of. Only that guy, he speaks English on the show, but he was born in London, England, which is the 51st parallel. See, that's a storyline I'm not in attunement at all. Anything on the 50th parallel? Wait a second. Where is... No, Anchorage is the 60th. Where's Seattle? '47. 6. In London, England, so that's kind of close. So the Canadian border is like close to the 50th. I'm gonna have to look at that. I have my map. Anyway, I believe that people, their energy is drawn to planet Earth and the latitudinal and the Earth's grid based on the latitude and longitude. Just like a song is drawn to a frequency on a radio. I think I did a pretty good job articulating that. So, like, you got an old-timey radio. Let's see here. You got an old-timey radio with the... Stop! With the knobs on it. Right? And there's the dial. That's where you tune the knobs in and you go to the numbers and you hear a station and you listen to that station, and that station, there's people on the station that talk and they sing and whatever. You're drawn to that station because of your frequency. Well, I think people end up on planet Earth based on their frequency. And some of us are a broader spectrum. So I was born on the 35th, so 34th, but right at 35th, and that's where we are now. I've been at the 20th. I've been in places 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Fairbanks, that's the farthest north I ever been. And then other people that you are in alignment with, that you're in attunement with, like, I am drawn to this show for whatever, because it's a peculiar show. I'm only on, like, it's always only 18 episodes on the whole series. And it transpired 64, so I was at the 65th parallel. Alright. And I just got educated today on, like, maps are, like, spatially, like, Greenland has more space than Africa, but on the map, because of how they've created it, it looks like Africa's 3 times bigger than Greenland. Oh man, this whole world is like made up shit. You know it? It's okay. So yep, shifts back. You're absolutely right, Mom. Sweet Tooth. So I just look up like, okay, well, why is it that I like this show? All right, the little kid. What's that kid? What's he about? Where's he born? Los Angeles. I was born in San Bernardino. Okay, we're born. Like, all right, same frequency. We're born in close proximity. That same vibrational frequency. My dad and my brother were born in the same little itty bitty 19-room hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then, okay, let's see, the kid's like, I look at his birthday. He was born the day before my grandma was born.
Oh.
He was born November 10th. My grandma's birthday was November 11th. And I was, okay, so, okay, because I just go by energy. I don't necessarily go by gender like everybody else about stuff. And so I keep looking up, okay, so who wrote the show? Who created it? So I look up the Wikipedia page. And it's developed by a dude named James Mickle. So I look him up. Where's he born? Pottsville, Pennsylvania. What's the latitude and longitude? Longitude, 42 degrees. Where did I spend most of my growing up years? Redding, California, 40th parallel. Where's Omaha? 40th parallel. Of course I'm gonna tune into this dude. We're on the same fucking wavelength. Yeah. And so, okay, well, let's just verify this a little bit farther, okay? And then, okay, I didn't even look at his birthday. It doesn't say. It just says 1979. It doesn't say when his birthday is. That's funny. Developed by Jim Mickle. Okay, no, that's who it's developed by. Based on... by Jeff Lemire. So I look up Jeff Lemire. He wrote the book, right? So he was born in Essex County, which is the 42nd parallel. Just like the dude that he came across with to collaborate with. And I see these connections all the time. It's weird. Yeah, Pottsville, Pennsylvania, latitude and longitude, 40th parallel. Yep. We are just freaking tuners to a radio station. And if anybody knows anybody else that thinks like this, if you could just send them my way, I'd really appreciate that. That'd be rad. Showrunners, Beth Schwartz. Oh, she was on Arrow. University of Michigan.
Oh, that's a ways away.
Yeah. Do they have a latitude? 42 degrees. I can't. Like, there's all this space in between, but people end up in the same pockets. And I have been, because I know this, I've been in so many pockets everywhere. Pockets. And we ended up back right where Mom was born. I don't think the Earth is anything of what... That's why I think that it's like, dude, we could create whatever we want, because it's definitely not what they're told us it was. It's definitely not that. It's definitely not that. I'm gonna go get my hair cut. Today, if I would have got my hair cut, I would have chopped this shit off. I would have chopped it all the way fucking off. It's just... This is for you, though, huh, Ma?
Oh, my God.
You get this.
Okay.
When you go to heaven, you're taking this with you.
Okay.
Okay? All right?
That
Mom goes to heaven. This gets like however long this is.
I didn't realize you were so tall.
I'm not. I'm height impaired all the way.
Huh?
Oh, I got a little sun today. It was like it said 72 degrees, but it felt like 80 degrees, which is always goofy to me. Hey, Middle Pancakes, what's up? So tomorrow's the new moon eclipse, solar, whatever, yada yada. Just oh my gosh, it's all so much. I don't even know what's going on with like space weather, you know, because that highly impacts Earth weather. Well, let's look at they have in AccuWeather, they have a hurricane part, but they just have the name. They don't have the map. I don't like the map. Oh, there it is. That one's gonna go up and get the UK. It's like, see, it's like remote control. It's like, it's so weird. Because when I went to Fairbanks, me and the guy that I was with, it was winter, and it just like you get we'd get off work and then, you know, let's go drive around and look at moose and shit like that. And so that's what we did. And so we drive around and just check stuff out because we're curious about stuff. And that's where that's where the harp stuff, that's where they have like the winter survival. But off it right there, they do weather stuff like the government has always done whatever it's wanted, and then they hide it all under the guise of national security. But if civilians did the shit that they do, they would go to jail. It never made sense to me. I always struggle with that. And then they get all the budgets and all the money, and then they do whatever they want. I was stationed at Offutt Air Force Base. That's where that looking glass program that everybody talks, that so many of the people in the know, you know, like they talk about looking glass, that originated right where I was stationed. You don't think I picked up on that shit energetically? Then I was always having to go in different buildings to look for equipment and stuff like that. So I was always behind the scene. I'd constantly see things that I was just like, that's so gross that exists. Like rooms of like cold weather gear, that there's so many homeless people that could really benefit from having that. But it just sits in a warehouse, and then every now and again somebody with the key goes along and grabs a couple for themselves and says, hey, get one for a buddy because you're in the club. It's sad. Anyway, what else? So I don't know where the other hurricanes are. What's the map? I'll just look at the map. Ma, you ate pretty good today, huh? Artie's still hanging in there. It's supposed to be this day for the next week or so. It's just like 70, 79. And then the lows are getting 40. They're starting to get a little lower.
So it's getting hot.
It's cooling off, Ma. But it's been like this a long time. It's already been fall here a long time. Radar and maps. No, I don't want that. Oh, I finally got a sandwich that I've been wanting for a long time at the Bodega. I didn't take any pictures. It was really good. And then I got this coconut ginger dressing. I'm going to make us a salad.
Oh, Marge, that would be very good.
I got to get stuff to make us a salad. This lady that I haven't listened to her in probably 6 weeks, really, but she's still on my feed. Lori Lothian, and she mentioned an AIP diet, and she said that it's helped with her inflammation so much.
Her inflammation?
Yeah, with her achy joints and stuff like that.
The joints.
And then I was because I can moderate my intake. I do not like restricting what I eat. I want to be able to eat whatever. Well, I don't eat. No, that's in. Let's see. Okay, see, we don't eat pork. Right. We're not eating we're eating meat less and less. Things like that. But that's like no nuts. I love nuts. I'm O positive though. I've been having this conflict. I could try this diet, which is doing something I don't want to do, so I'm not going to do it. But because I dated a vegetarian. Shannon didn't eat meat, so it's like.
She didn't eat meat.
So I like that. I get tired. It doesn't matter how much variety, because there's resources out there like forks over spoons or forks over spoons. There's like all this. There's so many, but it's just me. It's me. That it all tastes the same. Even if as big as the variety as it is, it's just me. It's not the food. And we used to go eat at this restaurant. This woman, she has she wrote 125 vegan Isa or something like that. All these cookbooks, and she had a restaurant in Omaha called Modern Love.
Wow.
So I've had some of the best of the best.
Yes, you have.
I just like protein. And I don't know why my Windy app is not. Oh, okay. So where are the storms right now? Under the radar view. See, under the radar view, this is the Windy app. There's this great bar. It's been there for days. Oh, wait. Is it because I won't go premium? Is that what they're doing now? We're gonna obstruct your view unless you go premium.
Wow.
That's dumb. That can't be a thing. That can't be a thing. Oh, I got Mexican radio. That's dumb. I'll delete the app right now. Okay, so there's a twisty there and a twisty there. See, because we thought long and hard when I thought. Well, I thought that's why I thought Salem would be good for us because it wasn't right by the ocean. But then when I had that dream, I was like, oh shit, ain't no coast is safe, right? No coast is safe. We're heading into that place because all these cycles they're all syncing up, 1,200 year cycle, all these cycles, and just because. And more people are waking up, I think, to where they were the last time this shit happened. Because I know that's as soon as I had that dream, that activated my sense. I said, okay, God, wherever you want us, we are going to be there. Wherever, and I will do, and we ended up finding Taos, New Mexico. That's where we ended up from Salem, Oregon, from YouTube traps. Because I was like, I don't know where, because I didn't want to be any place anymore. Because the place I wanted to be was Salem, Oregon, and Creator, God said, no, you're not supposed to be here. And I was like, okay, I'm obviously not supposed to be here. Where am I supposed to be? And that's when I started putting the call out to everybody. I just need a place, any place in America. And then we end up in Taos only to find out Mom was born here, about 20 miles north, Cuesta. That is a trip. I don't see anybody on YouTube telling stories like that, all while, giving my interpretation and my forecast on how I see civilization headed. And if you go back and look at my history, I'm a lot more accurate than A lot of those astrologers, a lot of them. Yeah, because I incorporate psychology too. And I've been around people everywhere, all kinds of different parallels. I know how people think that are of different frequencies. People are a trip, dude. And they're only getting trippier. And that's the thing, is because people are tuning into shit and they're doing weird shit. Like, you know, ramming each other with their fucking cars. Like, what are you, 12? Like, what does that even prove? Like, being violent like that. Like, what is that? You know, and they're trying, and all this stuff on my, with I see that they're really trying. I saw that, like, oh, I fought back today. Okay, that's nice for them. You fucking people are on your own. Stan Lee agrees. You guys want to blow each other up? You want to we got our own war zone here in America. We got our own war zone here. We got plenty of people in our battle zone against the cycles of nature. And you're going to have people that are going to be, and it ain't a good idea, and they're going to rebuild again there. And it ain't a good idea, but they're going to rebuild again there. And it ain't a good idea, but they're going to rebuild again there. I hope they don't rebuild again there. But if more people are going to be coming out west, we're in it. The earth is in the stages of her evolution. She's evolving. Her maps are changing. People have to think about where they should be, where they need to put themselves to keep themselves out of harm's way. Come on.
Yeah.
We'll just keep praying.
Yes, we will.
Just like people kept praying for us.
One step at a time.
One step at a time, so. It's getting pretty trippy out there, man. You got freaking people. There's like, I can't remember where that was, but one guy was going around just yelling at people, like throwing punches.
Oh,
Like, why? Like hitting old ladies and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Oh, that's mean.
Just exactly. People are just very, very mean. Who else died? Oh, I went to the wrong page. But yeah, they're going to try and perpetuate all this stuff out there across the, like, that has nothing to do with us. And they're still trying to do this whole election thing. Like, what are they going to have, like, people, like, dropping ballots in on drones? Because it's like, what, a month away? I don't know, I can't stand, it's all made up reindeer games where people that don't have practical skills get the money to piss away to do shit that ain't do anybody good but themselves. And it's now, because they got away with so much, now, like, the governor in the state in which I live, that freaking dumb gash, she freaking, going to Dubai, going to, like, she vacations all, like, this is the last, I call New Mexico, it's the last place state, because it's fucking, it's just, it's, the kids can't read, they're just, nobody, just, there's autism, there's just, like, who's gonna fucking take care of this population? It's sad. Yeah, I don't have any interest in what's going on in the Middle East, and they already got us, they already got the next, because the kids that are in the military now, they are way more sensitive than me. Their readiness is shit. They're gonna go over there, and the boom booms are gonna scare them.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna come back, and there's more people on the street that don't want to, like, that are gonna see, like, we don't have any business there.
No kidding.
It's not our fucking fight at all.
No, it's
It's not our battle, Ma. Say it. Preach it, sister. More in the headlines of shit that doesn't matter except for a small group of people. Launch a space shuttle Challenger. October 5th night. Yeah, and then later fucking, you know, we all watch it blow up on the freaking lawns of our schools in elementary school. Fucking just... Why did they just want to remind people of the fucking stupid shit this country's done? And people love it. And they praise it. They celebrate it and have parades for it. It's so... Ah! Okay. What else? I guess that's it. I've been running my mouth for twice as long as I cared to. I wonder if that one dude's on. He calls himself the Tattooed Monkey.
Oh, the tattoo monkey.
Oh, did you want out? All right, gotta let her out. That's